So this is my summer reading project. I picked a list of cages, and my character was Julian, to compare with the movie The Green Mile and the character in that I picked John Coffey. So in a list of cages, some of the actions Julian does is he avoids going to classes, leading him to go back to the school psychiatrist and reuniting with Adam, who used to be his foster sibling, with Adam's mom. And when he finally starts hanging out with Adam's friends and goes to Emerald's party, getting him drunk, and he becomes more social with everyone, changing who he is. And he becomes more open with the group because of this. And then another action is Julian going to his old house where one of Adam's friends lives. And this was after he was beaten up by his uncle, and it allows Adam to finally see what's really been going on at Julian's house and his life, and it helps continue on with the book. And something Julian said was, "I felt ashamed of my too short jeans, ragged shirt, and my too small beaten-up shoes." And then later in the text, it says, later in that page, it says, "Why do you like him, Adam? He looks weird and shy." And then Adam says, "He's more than that," showing that he's beyond his appearance. And his appearance is that he's skinny, frail, improperly fit clothing, and scars hidden on his chest and back. And his thoughts: "I can't tell anyone what my uncle has done, otherwise he'll hurt me even more and he'll get in trouble." And so he has horrible relationship with his uncle, and he's got a ever-growing bond with Adam and that friend group. And so Julian also is in a horrible environment. How this connects is that Julian is in a horrible environment and has a horrible relationship with people, whereas him and John Coffey are both in a horrible environment and situation, but John Coffey has a strong relationship with the guards in the Green Mile, and this allows him to grow as a person, and it allows him to be more open up like Julian. So they're both similar on that. John Coffey, something he has different is that he has an unspoken power and is like a gift from God, and all he wants to do is help others. And a thing that Julian's different from John Coffey is that he overcomes his fear and shyness towards others. He becomes more open, but he was never really shy. And then something they're both similar on are both judged based on their appearance and not by who they are, which John, he's also judged by his actions, but they're both judged. John's a big black African male in the early 1940s, and so people are prejudiced against him. And Julian is a teenager who dressed horribly and looks completely different from others. So this leads him to be prejudiced against, and then they're both stuck in a bad and horrible position in life. John Coffey's on death row for something he didn't do, and Julian is getting beaten by his uncle and getting put down and saying that no one likes him, even though that he grew as a person and got more friends, and people started to care for him. And then both are having something terrible happening to them. John is having this power that's tearing him apart and slowly killing him. Every time he does a good deed, he might be doing a good deed, but he's taking in all that pain the other person has and healing them, but hurting himself. And Julian is taking in all that pain and putting it away just to protect his uncle, because he doesn't want his only family member to be put in jail or killed. And then both are perceived as people worse than who they are. Julian, in the beginning of the story, was perceived as this shy, awkward kid who skips class, whereas John Coffey was perceived as this big, bad, horrible person. But when one of the head guards in the Green Mile finally, when John Coffey shows him his powers, shows that he's more than that. And so that's how I connected the two, showing that they're both judged on their appearance, but they're more than that.